All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here on the Harmless Dave channel, talking about some bad news today in the world of music and doing it in real time for a few real people out here. So, David Johansen has passed away. This isn't really a shock based on his diagnosis a couple of weeks ago. Pretty sure I did a video about this where we learned that he had some very aggressive stage 4 cancer, and things really accelerated in the year 2020. He recently broke his back, which compounded things even more, and had to set up some kind of a GoFundMe page, if I recall, to raise money because the medical expenses were crazy. This is a guy who didn't make a lot of money as a musician. The campaign to fundraise was started by the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund. Um, David said at the time that he'd never been one to ask for help, but this is an emergency. Now, my favorite David Johansen persona, of course, was Buster Poindexter. And that big hit song called Hot, 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 which from time to time you may hear on an 80s radio playlist. They should be playing it today. That was probably David's most mainstream moment. The critics tend to like the lounge lizard alter ego, but they don't like it as much as what he did in the New York Dolls, which, again, guys wearing lipstick and playing some pretty trashy guitar riffs and inspiring a lot of punk and heavy metal and alternative, which would come later. And so the critics always loved the New York Dolls, but they did not sell a lot of records. But it's just kind of sad about David Johansen. He was 75, so there are going to be people that are like, yeah, well, at least he lived to 75. But, he and Alice Cooper, I think, had some stuff in common. And it's interesting to see which direction each of them went. Alice Cooper cleaned himself up, found Jesus Christ. David Johansen, for the most part, I believe, just continued on with the stuff that he was into. I don't know if he had a substance abuse issue. I know Alice Cooper did for a while, but I know Alice Cooper actually stopped. And I don't know. The rock and roll lifestyle can't be good for your health. All right. And 75, Sammy Hagar is planning on going out there this year. And I think he's 77, 78. And you've got a number of musicians that I'm kind of hoping will stop soon, but they're healthy and they're going out there. So I guess in one way, you should be grateful if your old geezer rock star is healthy and doing well. I guess that's all we can really hope for. So I guess there's hope even for Kevin Cronin, right? Who I've been talking about a lot lately. Kevin, stay healthy, brother. Do what you can. Sometimes it's just your time. And unfortunately for David Johansen, it was his time. He had a very interesting life, and he'll be remembered as being, part vaudeville and part punk rock, basically. And I think, what I thought after the whole Buster Poindexter thing became successful, I thought that would go on for a while, but it just didn't have legs. And, everything changed anyway in the 90s where that stuff wouldn't have worked at all unless you had a lot of help with inside the record industry. So anyway, folks, sad news. Our prayers go out to his family who were all by his side at the very end. It's one of those we knew it was coming sort of things. And again, they won't be making a lot of David Johansens moving forward. I always say that about certain people, but that guy did have his own vibe. He was one of a kind, and if you liked what he did, I'm sure you're pretty sad today. And I had mixed opinions about his music, but I liked him. I thought he was pretty cool for a while. So that's my video on this topic, which is never good. I don't like doing the death videos. I just don't. I had a bunch of people send me the link to this, and I'm like, yeah, okay. So here it is. And thanks for watching, folks. God bless everyone, and stay healthy. Uh, do the right thing out there, and influence the people who are in your midst for good, because that's all you can do in this life is try to do better and make the most of it.